Welcome again in the series of lectures physics. In the last class we discussed about electric potential. We were successfully able to establish the relation between electric field and potential. Now on the basis of that concepts and some useful use cases, we are now in position to discuss a new concept, that is equipotential surface. As the name suggests, we are actually talking about equipotential surface. Means we have to describe a surface, we have to describe the locus of the points, the path of the points in a particular region in such a way that the potential at each and every point of that particular surface has a constant value. You can imagine a surface anyway. You can imagine a solid sphere, you can imagine a line, you can imagine a surface, rectangular surface, and now you suppose that the potential at each and every point is a constant. Means at any point on the given surface that you have considered, the value of potential is not going to be changed. That particular concept is the equipotential surface. So what do we mean by the equipotential surface? We shall derive the equation, but first try to understand the concept, what actually it is. We can define it. This can treated as the loci. Loci means path followed by the particle or anything. This can be treated as the loci of all the points in a region of space such that the value of potential, at each point on that surface is constant. For example, just take this kind of thing and suppose that the potential at this point is 10 volt. Then if all these points have the same potential value, at all these points, if we have same potential value of 10 volt, anywhere if we consider the value of potential, if it is 10 volt, then it will be called an equipotential surface. मतलब यह है कि हम एक ऐसे सरफेस के बारे में बात करने जा रहे हैं जिस सरफेस पे पोटेंशियल का वैल्यू हर हमेशा कांस्टेंट रहेगा. means what we are trying to do, V is constant, that is dV equals to 0. Means change in potential is always 0. We are not considering the change. So if it is a surface, yes, it is in practical case we have that particular surface. You can practically see it also. If we have the surfaces in such a way that each and every point on that particular surface, the value of electric potential is constant. That particular surface is known as equipotential surface. So we consider it equipotential surface. So just first write this, all the points actually, in such a way, in a region of a space such that the value of potential at each point on that surface is constant. Means value of potential is not going to be changed. So write it down. We shall derive it mathematically. So now some useful concept, and on the basis of that concept we consider the equation and derive the equipotential surface. How mathematically we can show it? We can consider it like this. Just see. So first see the particular case what we learned in the last class, that dV equals to minus E dot dr. Minus E dot dr. So if we write in vector form, how we can represent E? E equal to Ex into I plus Ey into J plus Ez into K in vector form. And how we can write dr? Dr is the displacement. So exactly how we can write dx in the x direction, dy in the y direction, and dz in the z direction. So now from this, dv equals to exi plus eyj plus ezk, right, dot dxi plus dyj plus dzk. So how we can write it? Simply dv equals to exi dot I1 to ex dx, all these 0, plus Ey dy plus Ez dz. So dV is the scalar product of the electric field and the displacement considered. So Ex dy, Ey dy, dV equal to Ex dx, Ey dy plus Ez dz. Now it has all three components. Now just suppose a case where y and z component of the displacement is constant. So if y and z component of the displacement is constant, y constant means dy equals to 0, z constant means dz equal to 0. In this way, if x constant, dx equals to 0. So now what we can write? Suppose in a particular case, if y and z is constant, so we can write dv equals to Ex dx, that implies Ex equal to, we can write it in this way. This is known as gradient. How it is possible? Y and z जो है वो constant. In the same way, dv equals to Ey dy, in this way we can write y component of electric field as delta V by delta y, and we consider that x and z is constant. In the same way, dV equals to Ez dz or Ez z component equals to dz by delta V by delta z, here x and y is constant. So, these term, actually these term, when we talk about this part, this is nothing but gradient of potential or potential gradient. Means if we consider the displacement in a particular direction, considering that rest 2 is constant, means if displacement occurs if we move in the x direction in such a way that y and z is constant, means we are moving either towards the x axis, on the x axis, or parallel to the x axis. In that particular case, y and z is constant. Y and z is constant. So, what we write? We are considering in a direction and the rest 2 direction is constant. In this way, we can find out the component of electric field in Ex, Ey and Ez. So, suppose if potential as a function of displacement is given, potential as a function of displacement is given, and you have to find out the component of the electric field. How we will do a simple method. First make the derivative with respect to x, assuming that y and z is constant, then make the component y, assuming that x z constant, then derivative with respect to z, making x and y is constant. So, here we will solve, just see it with a problem, we can easily understand this concept, and then we shall derive the equation for equipotential surfaces. So, now how do we move? Just consider the things. Suppose the velocity is given as x under root y square minus 10 x square. Find component of E along x, y and z. This is our equation. So, now it is simple. How we can consider? So, we have given that, how we can see del V by del x is Ex, y z constant. How we can find out Ey? Del V by del y, x z constant. And if we talk about Ez, del V by del z, x and y constant. So, now see, if we want to find out what is given, V equals to x into y square minus 10 y x square. Suppose this is the equation. So, now Ex equals to del V by del x. When we replace d by del, it means rest are going to be constant. So, we are talking about constant. Here what is this? Z is not there. So, y is there. So, y has to be constant. So, del V by del x, kab y equals to constant here. So, what will be d del x y square minus 10 y x square by del x. So, y is constant. So, y is constant. What is the differentiation of dx? 1. So, y square minus 10y, because y has to be constant, x square into 2x. That is y square minus 20xy. This is Ex. This is Ex. तो now Ey equals to del V by del Y, तब when x constant. तो when x is constant, meaning that del y, what is the equation? xy square minus 10y into x square. So now x constant, x is out of integration. What is differentiation? What is the differentiation of y square? 2y minus 10x square is constant. So out of the integration. Out of the integration. Oh, sorry, this is not y. This is actually x cube. Oh my God. This is x cube. So 3x square actually. X cube means to 3x square. So it is 30x square. Right now? 30x square. Y is not there. So now 10x square. So 10x cube, and what x cube is there. So what is the differentiation of x cube? It is 0. So now Ey equals to 2 into xy. And we don't have z, so Ez equals to 0. Z component is 0. Actually it is, when we multiply this is xy square minus 10x cube, like this. So now see, we have the component of electric field Ex like this, Ey like this, Ez like this. So if you want to find out the value of potential, suppose the coordinate 1 1 0 means x is 1, y is 1, z is 0. So we can consider that, put the value of x equal to 1, y equal to 1, and put the coordinate, you will get the value. So in this way, actually what we are trying to do means, if we want to find out the value of the potential gradient, so if we differentiate with respect to x, y and z has to be constant. If we differentiate with respect to y, x and z has to be constant, and if we differentiate with respect to z, x and y has to be constant, right? So just write it down. We shall see now, we shall derive and we shall draw the equipotential surface. Now see how we are able to find out the equipotential surface. This is a very useful concept, and it is widely used in the case of the conductor. We shall have separate lectures of conductor, for 5 lectures of conductors, where we shall be using it. So now, from a relation between electric field and potential. What we have? dV equals to minus E dot dr. Minus E dot dr. What is the significance of minus here? What is the significance of minus here? Ki if you move in the direction of the electric field, if you move in the direction of the electric field, potential will decrease, because minus sign is there. Here minus sign denotes that potential decreases in the direction of electric field, right? Meaning that, just suppose this is a positive charge, and if you are moving away, this is the electric lines of forces. In this way. So if you are moving away means in the direction of electric field, V decreases. Or if you are moving opposite to the direction of the electric field, because electric field is outside and you are moving inside, V increases. So if you move in the direction of the electric field, electric potential gets decreased, and if you move opposite to the direction of the electric field, potential increases. So now that is fine, that is the concept, you write it down. So now I am removing this part, perhaps you all have written it. So now see what happens. We can write from here dV equals to minus E into dr into cos theta. If for equipotential surface, V equals to constant, that is dV equals to 0. पोटेंशियल को कांस्टेंट होना है फ्रॉम द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस. सो dV 0, meaning that dV is 0 means E minus E dr n2 cos theta equals to 0. So now E cannot be 0 because if electric field is not present, there is no any meaning of discussing the electric potential. And there is a movement, so E and dr, this part can never be 0. So from here we can write cos theta equal to 0, that is theta equals to 90 degree. Theta equals to 90 degree means angle between E and dr is 90 degree. मतलब क्या है कि जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड होगा, अगर इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस मुझे निकालना है, इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस, then electric field, the direction of the electric field has to be perpendicular on that particular surface. Meaning that, just write it down, this is very important concept. For equipotential surface, direction of electric field is always perpendicular. This is one of the important concepts. For equipotential surface, direction of electric field is always perpendicular. Means direction of electric field is always perpendicular. अगर किसी सरफेस की हम बात करते हैं और उसको इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस होना है, तो वहां पे इलेक्ट्रिक लाइंस ऑफ फोर्सेस या डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड उस सरफेस के ऑलवेज परपेंडिकुलर होगा, है ना. तो जस्ट राइट इट डाउन फ्रॉम वेयर वी गॉट द कॉन्सेप्ट एंड नाउ वी शैल राइट इट. वी शैल ड्रॉ सम इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेसेस. तो व्हाट इज दिस? We consider that the angle between E and dr, means angle between surface and the electric field is always perpendicular. So again I am writing for equipotential surface. Equipotential surface, electric field is always perpendicular. Just write one thing, equipotential surface can be line, surface, और वॉल्यूम. कुछ भी हो सकता है. यह ऑलवेज परपेंडिकुलर, लाइन भी हो सकता है, सरफेस भी हो सकता है और वॉल्यूम भी हो सकता है. कुछ भी हो सकता है. मतलब क्या है कि इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड और इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस ऑलवेज एक दूसरे के परपेंडिकुलर ही ड्रॉ किया जाएगा. मीनिंग दैट जस्ट सपोज कि दिस इज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. This is the direction of electric field. Anyway, this is the direction of E. And now we want to draw the equipotential surface for this electric field. How we can draw equipotential surface? Electric field is always perpendicular. So when we want to draw the perpendicular surface, means this is our equipotential surface. Anything that is parallel, anything that is parallel to this, anything that is parallel to this is the equipotential surface. So if we consider this, this is our right E here, this is our equipotential surface, and this is the direction of E. All these black lines denotes the equipotential surface for this electric field. Now suppose if it is a positive charge, if this is positive charge, how we can draw the equipotential surface for it? If it is a positive charge, the electric line, the direction of electric field is always outside. It is always outside. So now just see, it is a point and electric field is always outside. So what is the equipotential surface? The equipotential surface for this case will be like a sphere, positive charge at the center, or if it is a two-dimensional figure, then we can write the concentric circles. So just see. Concentric. So all these are equipotential surface. Equipotential surface मतलब क्या है कि एक इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस पे इलेक्ट्रिक लाइंस ऑफ फोर्सेस ऑलवेज क्या होगा, परपेंडिकुलर होगा। तो अगर आपसे किसी भी फिगर के बारे में पूछा जाए कि इक्विपोटेंशियल सरफेस है या नहीं है, या अगर है तो कैसा है, तो फर्स्ट यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड। You find out the direction of electric field and then draw a surface in such a way that the electric lines of forces is always perpendicular to that surface. In this way we can find out the value of electric field. Now see some typical cases we shall discuss. Now suppose here is the negative charge and here is the positive charge. And you have to find the value of electric field there. So definitely just write aligning to it. इस लाइन पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इस डायरेक्शन में होगा। अब सपोज कीजिए कि दिस इज अ मिडिल पॉइंट, द डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम दिस एंड दिस इज सेम। तो व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ पोटेंशियल? V इक्वल्स टू 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट Q by R, and it is a scalar quantity, so we can easily, तो V positive it is this, and for V negative it is 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, but in negative sign। तो यहां पे पोटेंशियल क्या होगा? जीरो होगा। तो इस लाइन पे पोटेंशियल को जीरो ही होना है। यहां पे तो भैया पोटेंशियल होगा नहीं। क्यों नहीं होगा? क्योंकि R की वैल्यू इस लाइन पे क्या होगी? सेम होगी। तो V प्लस V माइनस ये जीरो हो जाएगा यहां पे। तो इस लाइन पे पोटेंशियल होगा नहीं। अब यदि इससे किसी भी पॉइंट, सपोज कीजिए इस पॉइंट की बात करते हैं, तो दिस डिस्टेंस इस सपोज इट इज R1 एंड इट इज R2, तो R1 ग्रेटर देन R2, राइट? R1 ग्रेटर देन R2। तो व्हेन R1 ग्रेटर देन R2 इट मीन्स V पॉजिटिव हेयर ग्रेटर देन V नेगेटिव, मीन्स इस पॉइंट पे होगा। इस पॉइंट पे भी वैल्यू होगा, लेकिन इस लाइन पे, if we talk about this line, perpendicular bisector in this case, the potential is zero. So here we don't have potential, and for rest of the cases we have the value of potential. So how we can draw the equipotential surfaces? How do we do? So what is first of all, just try to consider the electric lines of forces. The electric lines of forces for this positive charge, positive to negative is like this, originating from positive side and terminating to it, This is the electric lines of forces, and now you have to draw the surfaces in such a way that the potential has to be same there. So for this part, if we consider a circle from here, suppose R1, then again for this it is R1, right? This and this has the same potential value. This has the same potential value. And now see third one, this is the direction, this is perpendicular to the surface. All these electric lines all these electric lines are perpendicular to this surface, perpendicular to this surface. So in this way, if you see this distance, suppose this is r, radius r, then this is r, and for this surface and this surface potential is the same. You can calculate from this equation that we have written here just now. So in this way we are able to find out the equipotential surfaces for positive and negative charge combination, or we can say it a dipole also. So now suppose if you are asked to find out, draw the equipotential surface for two positive charge, then what happens? Now both the potentials are same. In this way, both the charge have same sign. So if we write the equation V equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, for both of them it has to be the same value. So now in this line actually there is no electric field if it is positive and negative charge. But if you see here, this distance r1 is lesser and this distance r1 is greater, and if we add, we don't have the electric field in this part, we don't have the electric field, but we have the value of electric potential there. The net electric field is 0, but we have the value of potential. So we have to do something different for finding out the value of potential. Just see what happens for this case. For this case, this will generate the electric field like this. Spacing. We have the electric field like this. Positive charge, so field is originating from there. So now if we want to draw the equipotential surface, we have to draw something in this manner. In this manner. This is the equipotential surface. For this type, the field like this. So all these surfaces, when we talk about this surface, equipotential. If we talk about this surface, equipotential. If we talk about this, equipotential. In the same way, this and this is also this, and this is also equipotential surface. So we can draw the equipotential surface like this, and this is our concept that we were trying. We devoted some time to draw the equipotential surface like this, and we have to consider that particular thing, the equipotential surface. So just we can recap from there. Equipotential surface, first of all, we have to pay the attention towards the fact that the electric field, the direction of the electric field is always perpendicular to the surface. Is always perpendicular to the surface. That we have to consider it. Now see some case. Now see some other example. Very interesting example. Now suppose we have a conductor. It is not like circle, just draw a circle. Now suppose, yes, this is a conductor, and this one is the equipotential surface. This one is the equipotential surface. So if we want to draw some electric field, just see the condition. In this way, or this way, wrong. All are wrong, because these lines are not falling perpendicular to it. If you draw the tangent here, is this line perpendicular to this? Not at all. It means these lines of forces are not correctly drawn. So what we have to do, just see here, this is wrong way, and also the lines of forces cannot pass through the conductor. So now see, if we want to find out the exact value, how we set. If this is the conductor, electric field inside the conductor is always 0. So now if the lines are coming from there, it has to fall like this, and now this is perpendicular to this. If the lines are coming like this, it has to bend here. It has to bend here in such a way that if you draw the tangent, it looks like it is perpendicular to that. And now for outside, it is like this. So draw the straight line, and it is perpendicular to that inside the conductor 0. This is the correct way of mapping the electric field. This is the right way. This is not the right way. This is not the right way. So this is the wrong way and this is the right way. In this way, you have to draw the perpendicular. Means lines fall perpendicular to surface. Lines fall perpendicular to the surface. जो इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्सेज होगा वो परपेंडिकुलर होगा. दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज नॉट द केस. एंड नाउ सपोज here is the positive charge. Here is the positive charge. And here is a conductor. Forces will originate just here. Till now it is perpendicular to that, and now from there it has to bend like this, because at this surface, if it is equipotential surface, then it has also falls perpendicular to that. In this way the lines will go there. Means always perpendicular conditions has to be followed. Always perpendicular conditions has to be followed. In this way only you can draw the lines of forces. There is no other way. So we shall discuss all these things again when we shall be discussing conductor. So we are now in position to conclude this class. Hope you all have enjoyed this class. Equipotential surface, that is very important concept. We have to learn there. We also learned about the gradient and equipotential surfaces. So enjoy the lecture. rest at home, study hard, and always keep learning the good concepts always, because physics, discussion of physics is always based on the concepts. So if you have the concepts, it is very interesting and it is very easily understood the scenarios. So thank you, stay safe, stay at home. Thank you very much.